got it. 6 points on the board. After is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. A toss play to Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance? performance on the ground. That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Denver. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Check 26.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Mayfield looks to throw.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's
they robbed me.
Inside the 10.
Man, that's whole shit,
and
man.
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 14.
That's that whole shit, man. Come on. Y'all give niggas shit, man.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
I gotta start that whole shit, man.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Giving that whole shit.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hatchet. Kill. Undercrunch. Shoot.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
He's throwing up prayer.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Let me run with
so much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
That's it.
Fresno. Kill. You draw Porker. Check. Crunch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
Come on. Let me get a yard or two.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey here.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working,
Ground
they
and
may
pound.
just stick with it.
So you start that shit.
Mike, push him back. Push him back. Hey, Sam off. Check 15. Check 15.
That's all I can say.
Look at me.
Ground and pound till you stop it.
Door. Slide.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And some space here. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Fat ass got to come out and pull, man. That was fucking ridiculous.
Hey, lock it. Shit. You're out.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this has no chance. It's no good. Wide to the left. Welcome back now to Denver. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Fucking bullshit.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get him the lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Put me all the way up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt.
Well, man, y'all better not give him
And
that.
he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Oh, you Kareem Hunt. We know you've got the power. We know you've got the speed. Now how about that? Show us a little bit of that wiggle in there. How about that one, partner?
Can you imagine trying to tackle that? Yeah, I'll stay up here with you.
But I
Showed
was
some
opening
tough
up
running,
every
but they'll
time
drop
for
him
him.
at the 5-yard
Good,
line.
too.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown.
Boy, y'all need to stop line. Come on, use the truck.
Kareem Hunt.
Come
His
on, dog.
third
You the
touchdown
tackle way
now
back
on the
there.
year. And
They
the
hold me
Browns
on the
have
touchdown.
taken the lead.
Boy, I swear, man.
I know we don't
shit,
talk
yo.
about it
This
enough,
shit make
but
you
the
take the whole
intelligence level of the
fucking
guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen,
Really?
maybe the smartest guys in football overall.
Drive down
Handling
the
a little
field.
bit of
Come on,
athleticism
man.
and
Now
a whole
play
lot of
74
toughness.
yards.
You got a lot to deal with, don't
Almost
you?
5
That's why the
minutes.
guys in the backfield get them really nice
Come on,
Christmas
dog.
gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The
They're playing
kickoff
good
team on the
defense the
field now
whole
as they
game,
will
man.
send this one away.
Fucking piss me
This
off,
is
dog.
fielded a couple yards deep. And in
Wow.
hindsight, probably should have stayed where he
Thank
was
you,
as
man.
he'll only get
Fucking
back
elbow,
to the
dude.
16-yard line.
Look at that shit. I spin move. He on this block and he still make the tackle. How the fuck, man?
On the set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have to feel like they...
Man, take this shit off, man. No sense in